So, I know I just did a live. That was my weekly Untethered Fridays, is what I'm going to start calling them. But anyway, I wanted to come on right now because I was journaling and I had a thought, and that is like, so, I'm in the process of getting over this thing, the whole being in love with someone, having to break up with them. He's, because of his mother, because he's in a different part of the culture. And now, several months later, he's had to get engaged to someone he doesn't really know because that's what his mother wants. That thing. I have been dealing with it and I'm getting through it, and I'm really happy with the way that I'm getting through it. Much better than I ever would have before I started this sort of emotional journey. Sorry, I got to pace. I didn't want to just sit. My butt's hurt. Too much sitting. Yeah, so I was thinking about it, and like, I'm having all these emotions, as you do, and it's just like, I really wish I didn't have these emotions, right? Like, I'm like, oh God, like all these, like, there's anger, and there's like fear, and missing him, and all the things that we used to do together, and the way he made me feel, and the way he treated me. All of it was awesome, and I miss it, right? And I'm just like, oh, it was making me mad that I was missing it, because it's like, why did he do this? Like, I mean, and I know why, but like, just getting angry because he did this thing that is now causing me pain and missing. But then I was thinking, here's the thing. The situation is what it is, right? And that is something that I have come to terms with. But in order for me to get over it, of course I'm going to miss him. Of course I'm going to have all these emotions. Like, I can't be angry about having these emotions, because that's what's going to happen in order for me to get over it. It's not, I can't do that with my left hand, right? Okay, there we go. Ooh, much better. So I can't, I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little bit hyped up. I can't get over this without going through those emotions, right? Without going through missing him, without going through a bit of anger at him, without going through all the things that you go through. So again, that's about accepting that that's what's happening, accepting that those are the emotions, viewing them, right? Observing them, allowing them to do their thing, being compassionate, as I spoke about in my last video, compassionate about it. Like, of course you miss him. Of course you do. Don't feel bad about feeling that way. Don't feel like you should be over it by now. Relax. That's just what's going to be there. And that's going to be there until it's not. And you're just going to have to live with that. Go on living life, even though you're feeling these emotions, which is not something I was ever willing to do before. No, I will not continue to live my life feeling this emotion. I've got to do something to make it stop. And then 5 years go by, and the emotion's still there, and I'm still refusing to live my life. So let's put that one aside, and let's move on with, yeah, I'm feeling these. This is part of life. This is what needs to happen. I have to feel these emotions in order for me to get to the next stage, which is getting over it, right? So I'm going to accept that they're there. I'm going to have compassion for myself and for those emotions. Hey guys, sorry. I know it sucks. It sucks. I know. But you know what? You can be here. This is me talking to my emotions. You can be here for as long as you feel like you need to. That's fine. You know what? Like, let's all have a group hug. Let's come into the corner. Come on, all of you guys. Let's have a group hug. Aw, like my anger and my frustration and my loneliness and my missing and all that stuff. Like, let's just have a group hug. Guys, I know it sucks. You know what? I've spent a little bit of time noticing them, acknowledging them, hey, watching them run around and do what they do, like throw tantrums or whatever they're going to do. But then you get away. You stand up from your group hug, because you were sitting on the ground, obviously, because they're children. And you walk away, and you guys do whatever you want. There's some toys in the corner. Make as much noise as you want. Go ahead. I've got to do some work over here, though. And that's just how we live our lives, right? Okay, so that is what I'm going to say about that. I'm really grateful for that. I mean, granted, I've realized that before, but it's something that I have to keep reminding myself of. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm journaling again, and that is helping bring those remembrances back, and those concepts that I need to keep reminding myself of. So I've got to really keep journaling, because I need to start getting up early in the morning to do that. But as I do that, I will start to be able to get up earlier, because I am being kinder to myself and all this stuff, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, that is what I have to say, and I am grateful for that. And I want you to realize that even in your deepest, darkests, right, you can just let the emotions be what they are. It hurts, it sucks, it's really uncomfortable, and can be really, really painful. But if you just let them do what they do, eventually they'll like, okay, well, I'm not useful anymore, and they'll go away. And you know what? They're your buddies. They're your buddies. Come on, you love your emotions. Not really sometimes, right? But you should learn to love them. You should learn to be compassionate. I'm not going to shit all over you. I find that it has been very useful for me in my emotional growth and my healing to realize that these emotions are what they are. They're going to be here. And I got to have compassion for them, for myself, allow them to do what they do, but continue to live my life. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to remember that you guys, remind you again, let's start this again. Robin, hi. It is. Feelings and emotions teach us. And well, yes, you know, and I was actually thinking about what we talked about last night. Can I get you to come on the camera? No? Yeah, I was thinking about what we talked about last night about having compassion for yourself and asking yourself, like, where is this coming from? Why are you feeling this way? And just like being like, yeah, okay, emotions, you got to be here for me to get to my next whatever it is I'm going to. So I'll just deal with that. Anyway, by letting them be what they are, and, you know, accepting them for what they are, and not stopping life because they're there, but instead not moving on, but allowing them to be there and doing what you got to do anyway, even though you feel that way, which was always a difficult thing for me before, like, really. So yeah, I'm grateful for that realization. I'm grateful for Robin. Hi, Robin. And I'm grateful for all the emotional work I'm doing, and the realizations that I'm having, and the journaling, and the books that I have available to me to help me in my growth, and the people I have available to me that help me in my growth, like Robin. And yeah, so I just want to remind you all, and I'm going to try and start this again. I know that I can't, no matter what I'm feeling, I can always choose gratitude. And you out there in Munchkin Land, you too can do that. Even when you're feeling lost and scared and angry, and you're allowing those, like the last video I did, you're allowing those emotions to ride away with you. You stop, you calm, you know, right? And you rest and you heal. And you can choose to do that even when you're not feeling like you can. So be grateful for that. Or I would suggest, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I would suggest that you be grateful for it. I'm going to suggest that you be grateful for a lot of things. So even when you're feeling that way, I just want to remind you that you can always choose to have a grateful day.